Hey kids, it's the Borderline Man here with an update. I've not been online for a long time. Well, I've been online, but I've not been here. Didn't really feel any drive or energy for this. I think my mind is typically, quite ADD, that it shifts from project to project, and when this project kind of lost momentum for whatever reason it was, not all of them my fault, I kind of dropped out of it. But yeah, here I am, and as you can see, it's winter here, no sign of spring yet, which is really late for where I live here in the south. And it's getting to me. I want a little bit warmer weather and the sun and so on. The darkness is draining. Yeah, I've started university now. My new education, my new degree, occupational therapist. That's interesting. It's a mixed bag so far. I think the level is not difficult, but it is demanding, because they really like to do a lot of smaller but quite draining assignments all the time, and you never really get any time off. And that is so draining for me and my inability to handle stress. I don't like that at all. But I soldier on. I remind myself that I have no real, obligations and goals other than just finishing it. And if it takes some time, it takes some time. If I need, to pull the brakes, I will pull the brakes and just do it in my own pace. But yeah, you can tell that I'm old there. I am by at least 6 years, I think, the oldest person there. There's another guy that's around 45, and then there's some ladies that are also above 40, but yeah, I'm oldest. And I feel old. That is a feeling I've really experienced in the last few years. Aging rapidly. When I see myself in the mirror, I see a very old man. The wrinkles, the gray hair, and I don't look as strong. I don't look as vigorous as I once did, and so on. I feel old. And it's really painful because my mind isn't old, but yeah. And then there's the old man behavior, where I'm like opinionated and say my opinions about stuff, and perhaps lacking in being humble from time to time. Yeah, I have to work with that because it's not appreciated. I can tell that. Anyways, it's a strange feeling, that's for sure. And yeah, on my private parts of my life, I almost said that wrong, are unchanged. I have not met anyone, I haven't so on, but I'm going on a date in a couple of weeks' time, I think. That's interesting. That's good. Even if it doesn't lead or pan out to something, it's a good thing. And yeah, but nothing new, and still don't have any contact with my ex. I feel bitter when I think about her. I hope that feeling is replaced one day with just, don't care anymore. But I'm not there now. I've replaced, longing and sorrow with bitterness. I think it's progress. I don't know. It's, yeah, it is what it is. I went on a date and during the Christmas time with a girl that didn't lead to anything more than us becoming friends, and that's nice. So we chat and so on. Some tension going there sometime, I can feel it, but no, we are not probably suited for each other, and I don't think she was attracted to me. And this is a constant reminder that I don't look as good in real life as I do on photos. I am quite good at taking selfies that maybe shy away from reality. And that's a curse, because then you meet up and then you kind of notice that they don't find you attractive. And I'm very mirroring, so if I detect that, it doesn't matter if I have the capability of becoming attracted to a person or not, because I won't. I'm very good at you compartmentalize those feelings and just ignore them. I'm also, being borderline personality disorder, having this, not trusting my feelings very much. I don't trust them. I don't really feel that I can trust what I feel. I don't know what I feel very often. And I'm afraid to, go all in there and feel. Or just instinctively don't do it. Afraid is the wrong word. I just instinctively don't do that. I can look at a very attractive girl and just ignore it, even on a date, especially if there's nothing from her. But that is the thing. I think if there is attraction, I might reciprocate this and become attracted as well. I think so. I think this is a requirement for my part. I think so. And then there's the personality thing. When you see a photo or a text description of a person, that's not the same as the person. It isn't. It doesn't even matter if they've heard my voice, if we have spoken on the phone, because I think a bit different in real life. I become more speedy, is that a word? I become more talkative in a maybe not so manly and attractive way. And yeah, that is also a problem. I said it before, I will say it again. I do not struggle with coming to a date, finding a date. That is the easy part for me. Very easy. The difficult part is the date itself and it leading to anything. That is borderline impossible for me, it seems. And then there's the emotional drain of it. You go to a date and then it doesn't lead to anything and you become tired and fed up. And you have to reload, recharge, and that is hard. You protect yourself by blocking stuff out and don't really commit. You need to commit. You need to invest. You need to open your heart for anything to happen. Yeah, it's difficult. There's nothing other than that. It really isn't. I just notice, by the way, about getting older, that I think my hair is thinning out. Not any bald spots, just generally thinner hair. I always had really thick hair, a lot of it. And now, on top of my head, it's quite thin. Damn, that's a really, really horrible sign of aging. Depressive. Yeah, well, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't know what I'm supposed to say anymore here. I don't think I will post very many clips in the future. It doesn't inspire me much because there's not much going on that is connected to the borderline anymore. And if it is just repetition. It's just old things I'm, talking about over and over again, and that is not interesting for you and is not interesting for me. So it is what it is. So I think I will post very rarely, because that is how the universe have decided that this project, this YouTube channel, was going to be. It didn't take off. It didn't lead to anything, and you kind of lose the passion, the drive. I like speaking like this and just, vent my heart, but when there's no response, you kind of also wonder why don't I just write a journal, a diary for myself? Why don't I do that instead? Well, anyways, it's in the middle of February and it's too damn cold, and I hope everyone, the few people who still listen to this channel, I hope you're doing okay, and if not, reach out, speak to people. And that is the start of a better life. Take care.